wanna act like they grateful. Don't mess with outsiders, y'all looking real unstable. If anything, they should ask me how I do it. Start taking notes, recording my every movement. I know that I'm the best and I ain't.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to KB's Community. I'm here today with the Oshi. Hi, I'm so glad to finally be sitting down with you.
Yes,
yeah,
it's long overdue.
It very much is.
Yes.
I know I have run into you randomly, just out and about a good few times. So I'm like, I feel like it's because we need to connect.
Yeah,
so it's about time.
Hey,
so
Liz.
How are you?
I am excellent. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me. And I definitely want to support women on their platforms. So thank you so much.
Oh, thanks. I love to hear that.
Yes,
women supporting women. It's important.
It is.
Because it's not always that we have that support from each other. So
Yeah, it doesn't have to be so competitive
at all.
We can be supportive too.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. So tell me, what have you been up to? What have you been working on?
So I would say lately, like the past few months, definitely my new project. I have something exciting ready to give people. That should be coming in about spring. So I'm excited about that. So kind of just been working behind the scenes, networking, building my brand, and my businesses. So just a little bumblebee, busy bumblebee.
Okay. Tell me about your businesses.
Well, I have a business-to-business supply sale, so it's like a chain I'm starting. So I started that. I've been doing that for a few years now, and just to see the growth in that and my music. So I'm just very happy about that. And then I'm also like a silent partner through another organization that I'm about to start. So yeah, that's kind of been occupying my time lately.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. So can you tell me, are you doing any performances soon, or have you done any recently?
No, so not in Milwaukee. The last performance I had was probably a little under a year ago, when I got honored by the Bucks. And so I took some time off to just live my life, travel and get myself organized, and my daughter. So music always is going to be through the pipeline. That's an ever-given thing. So traveling, networking, meeting other artists and things like that, and making connections, so that I'm preparing and setting myself up for even more success coming out with new music soon.
So how do you tend to network?
How do I
network?
How do I
yeah, so do you like to do it online? Are there certain events you like to go to?
So I'm more so an in-person type of person, really like when I was kind of reaching I'm keep getting this climatic interest in my career. COVID had happened, and a lot of people I feel like, COVID did a number. Don't get me wrong, blessed everybody's families during that time. But for me, it was a very successful year.
Wow.
So I think with that, laying that foundation of, you still have to mingle. You still have to. It's easy. Don't get me wrong. We love social media. What it provides for us, access to people we may not have access to all the time. But nothing's going to get in the way of having genuine connection, feeling energy with people, and just seeing who is in tune with you, as you're in tune with other people too. I know I'm a star, but I still love other artists too. Even I don't even like the term to say local artists, just my neighboring artists, and things like that. I'm fans of people like that too. Like I say, almost every other interview, if he listening, Classic.
Oh, I love Classic.
I've been wanting to work with him for a few years now, and I'm a really big fan of his as well. So, and others as well, like, you ladies, True West. I love that. I love seeing women do their thing. Nakara as well. So that makes me happy,
Yeah, I love to hear that.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your travels. You said you've been traveling lately.
Yes,
where have you
I
been?
So I had literally, of course, back and forth down south, that's Georgia. It's a huge music capital down there. Been kind of working closely with Stankonia. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but that's Outkast's studio. So kind of been working close with their team.
That's
and just,
amazing.
Certain events that I get invited to. And I'm just like, wow, this is a whole nother field of we're getting steps. We're taking steps
next
towards
level.
what we need to get to. And then personal travels, just getting out of the country. I just came back from St. Tropez. That was fun. I am for my birthday. I'll be back in Barbados, which of course is my home country. So just kind of in between, still certain states, New York, and seeing Vegas for the first time. That was fun. But kind of not my style. But
Okay.
it was cool. But
Yeah.
just like feeling myself.
Yeah.
Let me go see something.
Good
Let
for
me go do
you.
something.
Yeah.
Should I work hard? Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can, yeah. People ask that all. You can say whatever you want.
Oops, can I cuss?
I don't like to
Yeah.
censor people.
Yeah, so it's just like I work hard, so I got to a point where I was like, I want to just focus on me. I want to focus on me. Everybody know me, of course, as the Oshi, but I just had to take that time for Leosha, and just like live my life. I don't have to always be wrapped up into my work,
right? That is so important to
Mhm.
take that time for yourself and refill your cup.
Yeah.
And I feel like that helps you to be a better artist as well.
Yes, overall woman too. And I think
absolutely.
we have to understand that as women, it is okay to take a break. Never feel guilty for that. Never feel guilty for taking any time to yourself ever. Because you have to, like you said, refill your cup. And if I'm not 100%, I can't give 100%.
Right. Exactly. So. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, can I ask you first, what has been your biggest accomplishment so far, or what you're the proudest of? And then also, we'll go into what has been your biggest challenge. So, first of all, what has been your biggest and proudest accomplishment so far?
Of course, I'm gonna say Billboard. Just getting that recognition from such a notable platform. For a song that a lot of people didn't know. Like, we were working on that song for like 9 months.
Wow.
So it was just like sending skeletons and then beats getting changed and then switching engineers because we was like, oh, it's not the sound we were looking for, like twice, until we finally got what we were looking for. And then like I was starting to feel like overwhelmed about it in a sense, like, oh, okay, will this ever get released, because I was released through DMAC, which is Steve Aoki's label, which is like it's an EDM label. So that was like not my first like label placement, but it was just probably the most challenging one, but it reaped the rewards at the end. Like the first day we released it, boom, Billboard's like, oh, okay, we see what's going on, right?
The first day?
Yeah, the first day we went number one on Crate Digger's list for Spotify. So it was just like, it was exciting. Steve Aoki personally called me and just congratulated me too. And shout out to Rail. So shout out Rail, because he the one that was like, listen, I need you on this track by any means, so that was fun. And then I end up getting invited out to the festival and stuff like that, because I think people that's coming in the later form of my career are kind of seeing like, oh, okay, she does EDM and things like that, but I was strictly rap, I was strictly hip-hop, but I've always had a love for EDM, like personally, and that's what I've always seen myself wanting to try. So once I got over it, I heard it like, because all my hip-hop heads, they're like, yeah, you spit them bars,
right?
I love that. Like, of course, I'm always love the flow, that's whatever, but I was like, I want to do some really girly music too, like, I want to do some cute stuff, because I be feeling girly too. So I was happy to be able to bring that into my music career too. So I would say it was the most rewarding. Billboard for sure. I mean, of course, being on TV for music is wonderful. Winning grants and really working with people in the industry as well. So that's good.
Yeah. I love that for you.
Yeah, thank you.
I love to hear that.
Yeah, thank you.
So what has been the biggest challenge so far?
Definitely losing my brother. So the same year that I'm thinking like, oh my goodness, all these great things are happening, the worst thing had happened was me losing my brother in July of 2021. And then not only losing him, but still having so many obligations set up for myself that I had to continuously work through it. I think that was probably the most challenging point ever in my life, like whole 29 years. Like, so yeah.
So you didn't really get the chance to grieve right away?
Not right away.
Keep going and going.
No, not right away. So it's just like, I mean, even I like don't even know if I really wanted to share that, but it was just like, even the day that I lost my brother, I literally had to fly out that morning to a festival. Like, so it was just like, dang, work don't stop even when life feels like it just stopped.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, I'm grateful for my family because they's like, your brother will want you to go. Don't stop this huge opportunity. He wants you to do that, And I was grateful to have people there with me that were supporting me. I mean, Rel and his team, everybody was just so supportive. So it kind of made it feel at ease, but I wasn't at ease.
Right.
It was, I mean, come on.
How could you be?
How could I really be? So after, I'm just in between performances, I'm crying. In between rehearsals, I'm crying. It's just like, it was the most challenging points ever. And then having festivals every month, like for that whole 2021, like I had a show every month, like at least one. So it's just like, oh, if I'm not doing rehearsals or I gotta be in the studio or I gotta edit these tracks, it was like I couldn't stop. It's like I couldn't stop. And I did get to the point, like once it got to like December, January, I was like, nah, I gotta calm down. I gotta take some time for me. Things was kind of, in a sense, trying to have a small spiral effect, be behind that. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna let that trigger that. I'm just gonna keep staying positive, grieving, which is okay.
Right.
Getting my emotions out, feeling like I don't want to deal with people. And I was okay. Like, I'm like, listen, I'm not in the capacity to do this. I have to pass or whatever. Even then, like with business, like I'm like, listen, I need you to take over for this for a while, handle this and whatever. But it's just like, women, we always have to do this thing where it's like, we're supposed to be so strong. I think people just think that's like a core characteristic of a woman.
Right.
And technically, it's not as easy as it may sound. And it isn't as rewarding as y'all try to make it seem for us. Okay? Because
sometimes we're tired of being strong.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to just hold on to strength. We want
Right.
to hold on to softness. We want to hold on to supportiveness. We want to hold on to just being able to be alleviated, whether it's from yourself, from your family, whatever, your relationships, whatever. As a woman, I feel like we don't take enough time to alleviate ourselves so we can be the best at the things we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's Kendall, the podcaster, if it's, the artist, you're still a woman at the end of the day. You still care about who you are over all things,
right.
as we should.
Exactly.
And I realized, I was like, no, I need to take time and just feel. I just need to just be by myself. I need to just be with me, and that's something that my mom honestly was like, just kind of like throwing out there little by little, like with certain things she was saying. It didn't hit me till right away. But then I realized, like, she's right. I need to just, that shit gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not there right now. I need to just take some time back. You know. And so I did that, after dropping the last song that I dropped, which was Time Go for my birthday. I did that in 2022 just for myself. I didn't put no promo behind it. I didn't do anything like that. But I dropped that because that song, not only it was like, yeah, it's like a club song, whatever like that. But it was a sense to me to realize, like, okay, this all the energy I have to muster, and I'm gonna take a hiatus after this. Not like I have to leave music or anything like that, but it's just I'm focused on me for a while.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with doing that.
Right.
In fact, it's needed.
It is needed, especially as women. We're more on the emotional, totem, and it's so like we gotta have time to sort through our emotions, or else we gonna be overly emotional and feeling like we getting pulled this which way. Now we irritated with our surroundings or whatever else like that, and we don't want to operate that way. I know I don't.
Right.
It never felt good to have to operate in that way.
No, I agree.
So just really kind of upping my vulnerability with myself, because I am guarded, and I feel like you have to be sometimes with what we do.
Absolutely.
And especially living where we live, everything is not always looked at as people supporting you. It could be sly, whatever other emotions they want to portray, and unfortunately that's not what I'm about. So I kind of distances my friend.
Oh, I feel I'm just like that.
No, seriously.
You'd be surprised how much I'm in my apartment chilling, taking care of myself, cooking. Yeah, spend time with my cat, watching TV, because like I've seen enough weird shit.
Exactly,
honestly. So now I'm like, let me connect with the individuals whose energy I feel is genuine. Yeah, and besides that, I'm to myself.
Yep, and I'm the same way. Honestly, I'm just about. I'm just about genuinity. I've always been. I'm not even going to say at this point, just about genuinity.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people always feel like, oh, how did you do this? Or how did you get to this point? I'm like, oh, work. You know, I think it wasn't no silver spoon. Like I had to do free shows. I had to do, you know, I had to put myself out there. You got to be able to put yourself out there, but you also got to watch your back. You know, because
that part.
People gonna test you. They're gonna test your abilities. They're gonna test your patience.
Mhm.
So having boundaries has always been my biggest thing. So when some people feel like, oh, I'm unapproachable, I'm like, no, you just see that I have boundaries and you don't want to deal with that.
Exactly.
I'm
not easy to take
unapproachable.
advantage of.
Okay.
And you can tell.
Okay.
And so you'd rather just
Okay,
you'd rather think of me how you want to think of me,
Hey.
but and that's okay.
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
That's free for you.
Yeah.
So, hey.
I like you.
I'm just saying,
you keep
bro.
it real. I like that.
No, for real.
Yeah.
You know, that's just what it is. And yes, I would definitely say that was the most challenging, and that's actually something that I'm continuously working through.
Right.
I would say I'm at a better point because I made sure I took that time to grieve. I got it all out. I went to therapy. And then I know a lot of people don't talk about it as much because we are artists and stuff like that, but having a sense of faith as well. Actually using God as therapy first and then him directing me towards therapy helped more than anything. You know, we can't think that we have to be so constant in movement and progression that we don't be still for what matters, you know, for ourselves, for how we're feeling inside. What is the purpose behind what we're doing?
Exactly.
What was the good in that situation and what was the bad in that situation? And then how did I affect that situation? I think that's the one question people don't want to, because it's like, hold on now. That mean I might not look so, you know, this A, B, C, D, but that's just the reality.
It is.
It's just the reality. Like, I'm not perfect. I will never claim to be. You know what I'm saying? I have made mistakes in my life that if I could turn back time, I would do a different route. I wouldn't say I will regret the situation, but I will handle it in a more cohort manner. You know, I will handle it better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying even then, like even when you do see you could have did something better, that doesn't mean that you would regret it, because you have to learn a certain lesson somewhere. Right. You know what I mean? So
right.
I just feel like we just need to be more open in regards to how do we feel about ourselves. I feel like that's always going to connect us to our purpose regardless. You know, so I just kind of been in that mindset. I really have lately, you know. So
yeah, how you feel about yourself affects every single aspect of your life, and it affects how you allow others to treat you.
That's true.
So yeah, you got to treat yourself right first.
Yep.
Absolutely. Okay, so you said you've been working on some new music. What has your new music been inspired by, and what is it about?
Oh, that's a really good question. So honestly, my latest music, I would say, is just about being the freedom of an artist. So I'm not looking at, oh, is this going to be pushed to be on the radio, or, you know, I'm not thinking about it as calculated as me and my team will usually do. I've been disconnected to that lately. And I just feel like that's why I haven't released any new music, because I don't want no pressure behind it, actually. You know, I'm not saying that my hard work has just gone to waste. No, I'm not saying that. It's just, I want to get back to the feeling with music where this is a passion for me. This is a passion for me. It's not something that, and that's the thing too. Just because it's a passion for me might not necessarily mean that I see just my whole life being surrounded around this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've been doing this since I was 15 years old.
Okay,
so going on 15 years, I've been doing music, like been involved, writing, producing, recording myself, others, having a label at 16, doing all these things that I've gave a lot of legwork into this game. So that's how you know overnight success, that don't mean nothing. It really don't.
Right.
You know, because what y'all think is overnight, it was years in the making for everybody. Nobody's been an overnight success.
Right.
And so with my music now, I'm really focused on freedom. Like, I just want to create because I want to. And I wanted to make that song because that's what I felt like making. Ain't no agenda behind it.
Right.
Nope. I just wanted to make some music. And that's where I'm at right now. I want to just make music. I don't care if it's not EDM. I don't care if it ain't hip hop. I don't care if it's R&B. I just want to create.
Mhm.
I'm just in a space to create, to freely create, And I think that's what we get kind of wrong as independent artists. We think that we don't have the freedom to create what we want to do because everybody want to go viral, or everybody want to do this, or everybody want to do that. But in reality, if you're really passionate about it, just do the shit. Just do the shit.
Exactly.
Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just feel like I really want my independent artists to really get that through your head. Continue to be in your passion with this. Not about the paper. The paper gonna come.
Right.
Like, you know how much free shit I did? Okay. Like, for real, y'all. Like, how much free shit I did because I love my music that much.
Mm-hmm.
I know that it's gonna reach
Exactly.
years. I'm not worried about that.
It's like an investment, really.
It is.
If you believe in it enough.
You gonna
and the thing
something.
is, in order to believe in it enough, it has to be made with passion. So you definitely got a point.
Yeah. So it's just like, get back to that space of being passionate about what you're creating. Not about, if I make the lyrics like this, I know that's gonna do this, all this shit, target audience and promotion and all. We get overwhelmed. Okay, we get a motherfucking ad sponsorship thrown in our face on almost every hour. If you on your phone, whatever, you getting something thrown in your face to buy or to look at or to be influenced by.
Right.
When is the last time we really, and a lot of people don't, when's the last song you really connected to? Even not your own. What's the last song that you connected to? And when you think about that, just think about why you did.
Exactly.
And I bet you it's because it made you feel a certain way. It wasn't about because you knew this was the hottest new song on TikTok, so now you like it. I mean, that's cool too. Don't get me wrong. But I'm talking about, let's get back to connecting with music.
Absolutely.
Instead of just pushing out. You don't even like the shit you putting out.
Exactly.
you
just doing it because people like listening to it.
Exactly. You don't even like the shit you pushing out, but you want me to believe in it. Make it make sense.
It don't.
It don't. I literally 100% put my career on passion. Motherfuckers already know. When they see me on, they be like, "Oh, hey, where you been?" That's their favorite question. Where you been? I living life, motherfucker. Right. Like, I got a phone. You know what I mean? I got a phone, but I'm not finna be on social media all fucking day. I got shit to do.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I'm ready to post, I'm ready to post. I don't do no schedule. I got a team that can do that, and I be like, dude, you can post some mode, whatever. I don't care. Because I still have to live my life.
I feel like that's a freeing place to be, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, because there's so many artists that their whole life is focused on, I got to push this. I got to make content. I got to do this, and that. And like not having time for the real world.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's exhausting.
Yeah. And you're like, disconnected. Really.
Yes, it's disconnected. Yeah. We're more connected not technology wise, but we're way more disconnected in person than we've ever been.
Nail on the head right there. I promise you. And once I started really recognizing that feeling, I was turned off for a while. I'm not saying for music. You know, I'm music. Okay, I'm at home. I got to study at the crib. So that's fine. I could create whenever. But it's just I got turned on behind the politics of music. And, people only, hey, okay. And then I'm like, okay, well, what you want? Because now I know it's, and 9 times out of 10, it's, so I was thinking if you could, I know you know that. Sometimes that get tiring too. Yeah. You know what I mean? Absolutely. And then I be telling people, I'm like, okay, motherfucker, y'all acting like I'm, Megan Thee Stallion or Ice Spice or some shit. I'm still getting to a level 2, but that's my thing, and I think that's my thing, and I think that's what people recognize.
Can I help myself?
Right? Like shit. Can I get to my full stardom? First, right. And then I think that's the thing too. It's just like I think I never really said this before, but I don't care to be famous. I really don't. I'm a very private person. Yeah. If I could hold on to my privacy as much as possible, I definitely do. But, I'm after the passion behind it. And that naturally leads to fortune.
Right.
So I don't care about fame. I don't care about being an influencer. All this stuff they try to make us be or push ourselves to be,
Right.
always selling ourselves as women, whatever it may be. Some people do it on the more erotic route.
Mhm.
Some people do it on the more paper route,
Mhm.
whatever. Whatever way you want to go. I'm just tired of that feeling as an artist. Like I have to just keep selling myself. No, I just want to be an artist. And I love what Erykah Badu said. Like, literally, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
Mhm.
Because
don't tell me that every day.
No, for real. And it's because literally I'm putting that passion behind it. So that is creating a sense between me and my music.
Mhm.
I'm not doing this because you see it's a trend now to be liking female artists now, because there's so many coming to the forefront, as they should, so we can even the playing field out of music.
Exactly.
Which is a male dominated place anyway.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And then on top of this, if you're you already getting categorized because you're a woman and you doing music, and then and then we look good. So now they already starting to try to put us in this little category.
Exactly.
Like, okay, we're gonna tailor this person like this. No,
yes.
No, not this one.
Yeah. Exactly. Won't be me.
But do your thing.
Exactly.
To each his own.
Exactly.
But at the same, I'm switching my narrative when it comes to my music. And I'm just taking this fresher approach. I'm about to be 30.
Mhm.
Like I'm about to be 30 in 2 months, which I'm so happy, so excited for. Okay, come on. And but I feel this shift of progression that I've always longed for.
Yep.
It's so different when you're doing all the work and you're in the progression, but when you actually get a time to step back and be like, damn, I really progressed through that. I could have really fumbled here, but I caught myself and I still kept, like, I be looking back at certain shit I done. I'm like, girl, you that bitch.
Yeah.
To myself though. To myself.
It's funny because I'll be doing the same thing, but I never could get on here being like, yeah, I'm that.
Okay, now you're cocky.
Exactly.
Now, all of a sudden.
Exactly.
But no, yes, I am gonna be cocky about myself.
Right. And should.
As long as I'm doing it to myself, I'm not projecting that onto others. You know what I mean? Now anything that people try to come in life, I always address shit through my music. Like, I'm one of those.
That's the way to do it.
We not finna be, baby. I might throw a line in there if you want to get slick. We can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just leave it through the music.
Yeah.
But I made that route before. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. Don't get me wrong, because listen, I can go off if that need be. But don't nobody want to go there.
Exactly.
I know I don't.
Exactly.
I don't want to go
like
there.
to keep it cute. So please don't make me get there.
That's all I'm saying is I like to keep it cute.
Right.
And I'm tired of y'all stigma, like treating Black women as a stigma, as we're just so angry, we're just so underdeveloped, we're just so emotional, aggressive. When you really hear about things, like when you be up there with people that are on your same playing field mentally, they're like, oh no, yeah, you just assertive, you know what you want.
Exactly.
You know what you want, and we like that too, because that saves us time.
Right.
So let's get to the contract. Let's get to the whatever it may be, the contract, the promo, whatever it may be.
That's the boss mindset. And not everybody has it.
Exactly. And then that's my thing too. Yeah, the boss mindset is beautiful, but I don't want to always be in it.
Exactly. Like you said, at the end of the day, still a woman.
Yep.
Still like to be soft.
Yep. I want to handle my business, let business be business, and let my lifestyle be my lifestyle. I know how to separate the two. I'm not mixing that shit, because it's already that will cause drama. It has in the past.
Yeah.
You just got to know how to categorize your lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Over all elements. And that's just something I've learned to master within the last year. And still going through stuff. Okay? And still was getting tested, I would say.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say going through, just still getting tested. You know? And once people or your surroundings or opportunities realize that you ain't budging, then the bullshit starts to dissipate itself.
Right.
And then, true opportunities come through, and then you all good.
Exactly. So, and it's so funny just because I just feel like I'm supposed to be hearing this from you right now, just because I've been going through that very much so myself. Right. And have also recently gotten to the point where, like, I noticed these people are not really your friends. And yes, definitely separate yourself. And if your first instinct says this ain't it, then this ain't it.
It ain't it.
Exactly.
And that's okay. I'd rather fall back from the situation and realize, hey, I might have made a mistake by guarding myself than opening everything out there and then being taken advantage of. Now you want to be guarded, upset, angry, all that in one.
Thank you. Exactly.
We're not doing that.
No, we're not.
We're not.
And that's also why the last 4 months or so, have
Yeah.
taken a big step back. You won't find me at these shows right now. You
Yeah.
won't find me mingling and kikiing with
Yeah.
people. Like,
You chill,
I'm
you
on
chill.
business right now, and I, like you said, am learning to separate the two,
Yes.
because
Exactly.
you're not gonna be messing with my name.
We're not intermingling in the
No,
bullshit
exactly.
any longer.
No,
So,
we grown.
we grown. We big grown.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, for real.
I will literally just separate myself. Like,
Right. Oh, thank you guys. You give me team vibes.
Team
Hey.
vibes.
Hey,
Your live is talking to you right now.
Mhm, they so cute.
Okay.
And I promise y'all the way, because I'm on my podcast right now, but I promise I'm gonna go live more, because I've actually been, I sometimes I do like the little polls or whatever like that. Like, what do y'all want to see more? Like, I want to see more lives, more, more just me, and that's fine. I get it, but it's just like I do that when I want.
Yeah. Exactly. Y'all not gonna control me.
No, yeah, and that's my thing too. And people have to realize, as an artist, you cannot let your supporters control your narrative either. The reason they supported you was because you initially had something already, that already was keen to them. You know what I mean? So sometimes, and I love referencing music artists, first of all, so y'all get that. But I love when Kanye West said, "They're gonna love you, they're gonna hate you, and then they're gonna love you again." So all this, okay, say Instagram, Facebook say they want to shut the fuck down today, then what everybody gonna do? Oh, y'all gonna go back into the streets, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all gonna go back into the
outside.
streets and be outside. Now y'all gonna really want to go to shows and shit like that and all that. Really think about that for a second. And my mom really made me realize that, like, what they gonna do if all this internet shit just, the internet was only invented in 1994. It ain't even that old, baby.
At all.
so what y'all gonna do? Right, exactly. What y'all gonna do if all this just get uprooted? Because it can, because it's technology.
Exactly.
Then what?
Let it get shut down tomorrow.
No, and that's why I'm always be a firm believer in genuine, authentic, human connection. That's how I built my foundation. It wasn't on social media. I was getting out here. Tom, no, I'm in the studios. I'm networking with people.
Yeah.
You gotta be seen too when you really want that. Like,
exactly.
I be seen when I choose to.
That part.
When I choose to.
Gatekeep your energy.
If that's about the only thing I'm
Seriously.
gatekeep.
Exactly.
It's
that's
my
the only thing.
That's the only
energy.
thing.
Because when you know that you're a person who's not going to gatekeep anything else, and other people know that, they're going to take advantage of you if you're not gatekeeping your energy.
Yeah. Because then they think, oh, well, what can I? They're not only saying like, oh, I'm fond of her, but now they're thinking, what can I get from her?
Exactly.
How can her energy please mine? We're not doing that,
right?
Because I ain't doing it to nobody,
right?
So I'm damn sure not gonna let it happen to me, And I have in the past though, and the only reason I'm saying this is because of a lesson. I had to learn that lesson. It ain't perfect, like, oh yeah, I got it all figured out. No, I didn't always have it figured out. I had to go through certain lessons to figure this shit out. So if I can save somebody the time and be like, listen, guard your energy. Always elevate your mindset as much as you can, whether that's pray, whoever you pray to, meditation, crystals, whatever people, whatever your key, what makes you feel connected to yourself, do that. Elevate that the best way you can. Gatekeep your energy. You don't gotta be, like you said, I ain't gotta be at every party. I'm not about to be at every networking event. Wearing myself thin.
Exactly.
Like, no.
They also start to take your presence for granted as well when they see you everywhere. Yeah. But no, my presence is a present, right?
Come on. I love that. That's right. So, present, kiss my ass.
Exactly. You know exactly where I got that from.
Okay, girl, listen, got that ill.
Shoot. Well, this has been good. I didn't even realize what time it is. Time is flying with you.
I know. That's all right.
It is. Okay. So tell me about where you see yourself within like 5 years.
Ooh,
as a person, musically, or just where you would be in life.
So long answer short, of course, I see myself continuously progressing in my individuality. Far as me expressing myself even more through my music, expressing myself more through my, you know, nonprofit, assets as well. Like, just helping others. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten to a point where I don't project my life anymore. I'm not saying that is like I don't have a plan or things like that. I just know what I would like for things to be.
But
but I'm
change.
not. Yeah, but I know things change, and I'm open to the flow of life. And then really learning that staying, too much in the past, you're gonna get stuck there. Being too anxious for the future, you're gonna get lost before it even happens. So I choose to kind of just stay in the moment. I've now put my life on literally a day-to-day schedule.
I love that. Yeah.
And I feel like this has been the most rewarding to me as a woman, not as just Oshi, but as a woman, as just Leosha. Like, this makes me feel like I can be an artist. I can be the mom. I could have room for love if need be, and whatever the case may be. But I had to make sure that I'm okay. Because every day ain't gonna be good,
right?
So think about that. You say, like, even for example, like the smallest thing I can say is like birthdays. Women with birthdays, right? We know our birthday be around the corner. Like, oh, I want to do something special for my birthday, whatever, right? 6 months down the line, you're like, okay, I still want to do something special for my birthday, but I got time to figure it out. Now all the shit in between life, here you go. It's 2 months before your birthday. That whole world tour that you wanted to have planned didn't happen because you last minute everything because life was doing what it wanted to do. So I just be like, no, I'm gonna just live day to day. I'm gonna live day to day.
That's the way to do it.
I might project maybe like a month out, but that's about all that it gets from me.
Yeah. I like that because seriously, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, the next day. What is the point? Because you're just going to make yourself anxious, like you said.
Yeah. And
it's a peaceful place to be at, to live day to day.
And that's what I was going to say. It's just peaceful, and you're not overwhelming your own self.
Right.
We gotta learn to. Life is already overwhelming. We got like we said with social media. Whether if you're at work, you got people you work with strangers damn near. If you're working in a facility and you don't know everybody that you're working with, you may be working with strangers. You may have stuff going on at home or with your family and things like that. But it's just like, don't be so anxious for the future, because you are in the future right now.
Exactly.
You are. We actually are in the future.
Right.
Like, the present technically is the future. And I think, like, if we really start realizing that, we'll be more mindful of what we're doing with our time.
Yeah.
But that don't necessarily mean that all your time has to be spent towards doing something.
Right.
I really believe in rest for women and men. Like, it's times where I'd be like, oh, hell no. I'm in the bed today. I'm not doing that. It's days where I do too fucking much. I'm like, how the hell did I get all that done? I still got some hours left for sleep. You know, like, so you just don't know. We're just taking it as it goes, and we're being grateful for that too. Right. So just really in a state of gratitude, and just acceptance of positivity always gonna come. It's gonna always flow. It's gonna be things to get in the way or try to test you, but it's still gonna flow.
Exactly.
You can't never. That's like somebody saying, "Oh yeah, I'm finna stop God," something like that. Yeah. Like, oh, okay. Well, good luck. Good luck. But yeah, I just feel like I'm focused on remaining in my individual freedom, and then seeing how that can help tailor towards everybody that my heart extends for, and then it reaches their network too. Yeah. I'm gonna start from me to my community, which I've always been. Speaking of which, gotta plug this in. I do have a book drive coming up for college kids. So I will be having more details about that in March. So we're gonna take any used or new textbooks and be able to donate it towards some of these colleges' libraries, so kids can get more access to free textbooks, because school is expensive, and I'm all about education. Yeah. So, but yeah, just start with you. Let it reach out to your community, and then it'll keep building from there. I'm tired of thinking people gonna save the world. We're not. No. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to be so blunt. No. We're not.
It's a lot of what you're saying are things I've heard this week. That's why I'm like, you over here just like speaking to my soul right now.
Like, it's confirmation for you. Then.
It is.
That's really
a lot
what
of what you're saying feels like confirmation.
And it is. And it's just like, and I want, my number one thing with what I'm doing as a woman and a woman in music is I want people to understand that, yes, you are a woman doing music. The music isn't making you a woman, you know? And so cause a lot of that, like, is, you know, you struggle sometimes with your identity as an artist because, you know, you have your identity as a woman and then you like, oh, well, you know, I'm an artist, so I had to, you know, be this way or that way or this and that. You know, sometimes you get tired of that. You know, I've did it all, TV, film, this and that. And it's just like, okay, when work is work, that's cool. But other than that, I'm chilling. I'm cute. I'm relaxing. I'm getting money. We doing what we need to do.
Yeah.
You know, we living life. We're going to be blessed regardless. Exactly. And I just want women in music to realize, like, you are worthy just the way you are, however you want to present yourself. You've had this talent. People have gravitated towards you as a woman's art because of a certain reason. No, it's not just because of your beauty, because I'm sick of that too. Women are more than just our looks.
Exactly.
You know, and real men already know this. You know,
being pretty is not going to keep somebody around.
It's not. And even your real supporters know this. It's deeper than that. You know what I mean? So I just want to get back to the depths of being an artist, which is really being more in tune with who you are. So we need to get back to that. That was the fun. That was the excitement that drew me to want to be an artist when I was 15, 16. Just thinking like, damn, I'm hearing all these ciphers. I'm hearing everybody, you know, just mingling, showing love to one another. You know, I miss that in music. Now everything is like, oh, who's single about to get the most views? Or who about to go viral on TikTok? You know what I'm saying? Or it's just... It
feels fake, right?
It feels fake. It feels forced.
Like inauthentic.
It's still forced, and I kind of feel like the industry and music in general is just kind of in a place where it's like we're shifting the truth from that bullshit. So, you know, we kind of going through that, but you know. Yeah.
Do you think there will be a time where we will get back to like pre-TikTok, pre-Reels, pre-content creation days where it's, more about the music than the views and the popularity?
We will, but that is going to be a role for the artists to dictate. Like, what was that? Hell, in 2020, I was still in the club selling CDs. And I had a streaming platform. I got a website. I was in the club still selling CDs. It's still people buying CDs. Hell, if you think people ain't gonna get some USBs,
that's how you get remembered.
That's how you get remembered.
You stand out.
You know what I'm saying? Passing out little posters, having little stickers for sale. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. People always say, oh my God, Oshi, you got this, you got that. But these people naturally brought those opportunities to me because I was who I was.
Exactly.
I didn't go begging for opportunities. I put that fucking work in. I did what I wanted to do. And I was like, okay, I'm happy with this. Let me release it. And it just naturally gravitates that way.
Yeah.
You know,
so
we got to put that work in to get back to that authenticity. We got to start continuously being more authentic artists. That will create more authentic support. And then people will realize, like, you're right. This is getting pretty commercialized. Even with what people will call us the smaller acts. Ain't no inspiring nothing or local this. You're just a neighboring artist to even artists that are celebrities. All celebrity mean is a celebrated individual. I'm a celebrity then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If that's the case, you a celebrity then.
Right.
You know, everybody just got their skills. They playing fields. That's it.
Exactly.
That's it. So if we get back to being authentic artists, we'll get back to authentic support, and we'll get back to the authenticity of music again. I missed it. I miss going to the fucking store, seeing CDs on Fridays and shit, versus something being released on you know, iTunes or whatever like that. Don't get me wrong, it's good because thank God for that. I wouldn't have an international presence if it wasn't for. I'm not, you know, for streaming, you know what I'm saying? When you see your music getting heard in Kim City and China and Thailand and Netherlands and France and Africa and all types of that humbles me because it's like, God, this world is huge. Exactly. I haven't seen anything yet. So I want to get to that point where I get to see it.
You can go perform for those people
Yeah, for those
listening
people,
over there.
so they can, I just feel like everything has its own natural course. But like I said, it's always going to be about being authentic. So you'll never go wrong being authentic. I don't care how lonely it look. Motherfuckers be thinking. I remember when I used to be getting like 5-7 likes in 2019. I was proud of them motherfucking likes. Like, okay, my page growing.
Exactly.
I had my little 234 followers. And then boom, we go up to 795. Then 3,000. Then we had 10. You know what I'm saying? But it's authentic though.
The authenticity is always going to be there. Because what is fake views doing for you or for the art?
Come on.
I wouldn't feel good. Honestly, I wouldn't feel good about myself buying views and buying followers. Like,
then you thinking that you're supposed to be thinking all these people are supposed to know you and love you, but they don't really fucking know you.
Exactly.
You challenging your music to bots and shit.
Exactly.
Like to look like something. No, just be the something. Just be the something.
Exactly.
Fuck looking like it. Let's do it. And so I'm always been a person about action. Oh, and another thing too, I want to say, don't never let anybody around you. I swear, because that's where most of the strife start coming from is your environment. Don't let your environment dictate your dreams. Just don't. I don't care what it may look like. I don't even care if it's your auntie, your uncle. Hell, it could be your parents sometimes. Just sometimes keep that shit on the low to yourself. Work, and then show people the action afterwards. I've always been that type of woman. Like, motherfuckers like, oh, you did? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, motherfucker, even like, the other day I posted my sandwich. I've had this sandwich for 2 years. And motherfuckers acting like it's such a new thing. But it's just like, it's been established. It's already a hot selling sandwich because that's where it's at. I don't have to promote it. It promotes itself because I did the work.
Right. You know, it's funny. I think I remember you posting about it like
the year it dropped.
Exactly. I don't know why my brain remembers certain things for no good reason. Right. Yeah. But when I saw it on your story again the other day, I was like, oh yeah, she got her own sandwich.
Right.
Like,
and I'm
that's
like,
definitely a boss move. Like, and I saw you paid it forward and paid for the next person to order one.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, but people don't understand. I've been doing that every month though since the sandwich came out. At least once or whatever like that. But I just happen to post it. I just happen to post it.
Yeah.
I don't have to post every second time I do something nice. Just like I don't want nobody always posting about when they do something nice for me.
Exactly.
It's the same respect. I just do it because I want to. Y'all supporting me, I'm gonna support you back. It's just that simple. It's really just that simple. Reciprocity. So, yeah.
Aww. I really love you.
I love you too, girl.
All right, but I feel our time's running out.
I know.
Okay. Well, maybe we can have a part 2 sometime.
We shall.
Okay.
When
her project drops. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody, the Oshi, please check her out. Check out her Instagram. What is your Instagram?
Instagram and Twitter, the Oshi. YouTube, the Oshi Music, TheOshi Music, and when you go to my Instagram, you go to Twitter, go straight to my website, and I have my newer website about developing. So we'll have a strictly the Oshi page where you guys can just go there. So
sounds good. I am too. Thank you so much for being here. It was a great conversation with you.
This was so great. I really enjoyed this one.
And thank you all for listening. Have a great day. This has been KB's Community.